Hello everyone, this is Xion and welcome to my Sims 4 game guide, where we focus on learning the basics of different aspects of the game. Today we are going to focus on aspirations and whims and the rewards that you can get from those. First of all, to get your satisfaction points, which is what you need to buy the rewards, you will need to complete whims, which are your little bubbles that pop above your Sim's head. The second and third whim, as you can see, are usually pretty constant, and they're neutral whims that you can complete. He just needs to tell a joke, as you can see, because he is a goofball. And from his painting skill, he wants to paint a surrealistic painting, and he's going to get a few satisfaction points from that. The big one is going to be the first one, and as you can see from here, he wants to practice speaking in the mirror just because he's confident right now. And that would only make him more confident and build his charisma. But this first one will change a lot, depending on your mood. If we have him go right here, we have a lot of inspiring things going on. You will see his emotion will change to very inspired quite quickly, and all of a sudden his mood changed as well. The second and third stayed the same, but his first one, he now wants to cook a meal because he's inspired. Of course, if he goes downstairs, he might not be inspired anymore because these objects aren't there, and then he wouldn't get the whim points from that. Aside from doing the whims, you can also focus on their aspirations, which go off of the aspiration you chose for your Sims. Now, he is on his second one, but he did finish his first one. And I'm not sure of the total aspiration points you get out of these, but they will add points to your satisfaction so that you can spend those on your rewards. That's pretty straightforward, but the biggest thing we want to focus on in this episode is your rewards that you can spend on. First things are going to be potions. Potions are pretty cheap, and they focus on three main things. They focus on either their needs, their overall health, or their emotions. Now you can see from their needs, you can get instant fun, instant hygiene, or sleep replacement, which is right here, and that'll instantly fill the energy needs. These are all one-time use potions, so you're not going to be able to buy them a lot because you will probably not have enough points to consistently buy these. These are just if you really need them for any one-time thing. The same thing goes with your emotions. If you really need a promotion, you're having trouble getting so let's say confident, you can go ahead and buy this confident potion to get yourself confident. But you're not going to want to consistently buy that every time you go to work. Otherwise, you're not going to have any points left to spend on other things that you might want. Focusing on the emotions, you can get confident, energized, flirty, focused, happy, or inspired. And as you can see, all of those are only 200 satisfaction points. But once again, they are a one-time deal. I'm not entirely sure how long they last, but let's go ahead and look at that. Let's get him inspired. He is already inspired, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and take that anyways. And let's have him drink that. Now, once you buy a potion, it does show up. It looks like a little cup right here in your inventory. As you can see right there, inspired potion. And we'll go ahead and drink that. And it's got a cool little mist to it while you drink it. Alright, so he drank that, and let's see, we got an inspired potion, and that will last for 3 hours. And I'm assuming all the other potions will last probably about the same. Okay, so let's go back to our rewards now. And aside from that, the overall health potions are other ones that you can get. And that focuses on instant large, just to get your Sim a little bit chunkier. If you, for some reason, want your Sim to be chunkier, you can go ahead and buy that. Or you can go with Insta-Lean. That will make your Sim thinner. That's pretty straightforward. And again, these are one-time things. They will slowly, gradually either go back to however you manage your Sims. They might go from lean back to large again if they're not consistently working out, or vice versa for the Insta-Large. The biggest potion anybody really needs to learn about is the Potion of Youth. Now, when you have the Potion of Youth, it will knock your current age in the age you are currently at. So Bobby here is an adult, and he's got 8 days till he ages up. And then you can see that green bar is probably about 9 or 10 days into it already. If he drinks that potion now, it will drop that green bar all the way back to the beginning. So when you do take the potion of youth, you want that green bar to be pretty far up there. That way you're getting the most out of your potion. If you're in your first day of being an adult and you drink that potion, it is not going to do you any good whatsoever. Now, the other rewards that you can get are traits, and these traits are going to be a little bit more permanent than the potions. And they focus on a lot of different things, mostly skills, needs, and there's a few for emotions as well. But your skills, needs, and along with that, your ability to make money with your skills. So as you can see here, we have Always Welcome, which will act more at home when at others' residences, and the host won't mind at all. So they could pretty much just hang out at anybody's house without any problems. And if the hosts aren't minding, you might be able to socialize a little bit easier with those Sims. And then you have Gym Rat, which really focuses on fitness, but the big thing about it is while you're exercising, you are having fun, and you're not going to lose hygiene. So it really depends on the style that your Sims are living. An observant Sim will learn traits of other Sims just by meeting them. If you want to learn the traits of Sims before you move them in your house, this is a great one, and it's not very expensive. It's only 500 points. A Speed Cleaner will clean a lot quicker. That's pretty self-explanatory. You have a Mentor, which once they get to level 10 in a skill, they can teach other Sims that skill even more quickly than that Sim could learn it on their own, which is really good if you have kids and you want them to pick up the same skill. Say you're a gardener and you've got your gardening skill up to 10, but you know you're going to die off soon. You want one of your kids to be ready for that. So once they become a teenager, go ahead and start teaching them that gardening skill so that they're ready. And then you have these rewards that will add traits to help them build skills quicker overall. Morning Sims will learn quicker in the morning. Night Owl quicker at night. And then you have Savant, which is all the way up here. And that one is 4,000 points. But that will gain all skills much faster. So if you just want to get a bunch of different skills, and you've realized getting any one skill up to level 10 is hard enough rather than trying to get 3 or 4 up there, go ahead and get Savant, and you can get all your skills a lot quicker and accomplish all those goals that you want. Now, playing The Sims 4, you've probably noticed it's kind of hard to get up to level 10 with just 1 or 2 skills. And if you really want 3 or 4, this might be something you want to save up for. Again, with Super Green Thumb, that is probably the only reward that focuses on gardening. And keeping up with your garden, especially if you have a big garden, can be very difficult. That also explains the cost of the Super Green Thumb being 4,000 points. Is you will have a garden that will just last for quite a long time. Now, I haven't actually experimented with this, so I'm not sure how long it'll last. I'm sure you probably still need to keep up with it a little bit, but you're going to have great plants that will definitely test time. As far as money, if you want to make more money, there are some that will help. Marketable, if you have a painting skill or a handiness skill and you're selling those paintings or those crafted items, go ahead and get marketable. You'll get a lot more money out of the things you sell. Creative Visionary, it's great if you have any creative things that you're doing, painting or writing, so you can create better qualities of whatever you're making. Entrepreneurial are more likely to get promoted in their career, so if you're just really focused on work, you will be able to get promoted quicker and as a result get more money. Frugal, I believe, is probably a little bit overpriced. It's the same as Entrepreneurial, and all that really does is reduce your bills. But if you have a really big house and you're spending 2, 3, 4, 5,000 on your bills, then Frugal might not be a bad idea to get your bills a little bit lower. I believe in this medium-sized house that we have now, we're spending about $1,500 in bills. So that's not a bad thing to have. And then there's one more for Connections. Now, Connections is a big one, and it's justly priced because, where are we at? 3,000 points, because that will jumpstart pretty much all your careers. Now, I haven't tried this yet, so I'm not sure how far it'll jumpstart your careers. And that's something you can try out yourself. But that will definitely get them started and whatever career they want to. But you also have to think, if you have that, then you will probably only really need it once, unless you're a sim that does a lot of different things, like a Renaissance sim. Aspiration does ask for a sim to have many different jobs. But if you're not focused on a lot of different jobs, you're only going to get that one jumpstart once, and the 3,000 points might not be worth it. Some other things they have in here. They have a speed cleaner. Let's see if we can find that. Speed cleaner right there, so you can just clean up faster. I believe we went over that. And we have free services. So if you need a one-time maid, go ahead and call up that maid once, and you'll get that service for free. It says all single-use service requests are free. So instead of getting a maid that just comes every day, go ahead and get that maid and call her every day. But of course you will have to call her, otherwise she just might not come. But you will save some money there. There's also fertile. If you probably shouldn't have too much trouble getting a baby, as long as you have the right aged sims, a young adult or adult female sim, or a young adult, or elder male sim. You should be able to have kids just fine. But that fertile will give you a higher chance of having twins or triplets, which a lot of people out there want. And then you also have Great Kisser. Great Kissers have amazing success with kissing and increased charisma with every kiss. Going on dates, if you've tried it, might be extremely difficult to get that first kiss in there. Great Kissers will definitely up that success and also give you a little bit of charisma while you're at it. And then things for your needs, I believe, are starting right here. We have independent. An independent sim social needs decay slower. They don't really need to hang out with other sims. So if you spend a lot of time at home focusing on your skills and your careers, this might be a good one to do. So you don't need to get that social skill or social need as much. We also have Shameless, so they never get embarrassed. That's not really a need. Skipping over to Steel Bladder, you rarely have to go to the bathroom. So that can be very, very good, especially say with a pregnant sim, they go to the bathroom a lot, or an elder sim, they both go to the bathroom quite often. Having that Steel Bladder might definitely help. Antiseptic, and their hygiene needs decay much slower. Maybe they just have better hygiene. They're going to use their deodorant more often, maybe use some mouthwash during the day, things you aren't going to notice because they're not actually in the game, but it's going to keep them from having their hygiene need decay so quickly. We have Hardly Hungry, and they just don't have much of an appetite. What are they doing during the day that keeps them from not having appetite, or is it just in their genes? Most likely it's just in their genes, if that's going to be a trait. And then we have Never Weary. Never Weary sims do not need to sleep. I haven't tried this. I don't know if they actually don't need to sleep or if they just rarely need to sleep. But that's something you can try out. But anyways, that's how you get your satisfaction points through the whims and your aspirations. And all the different potions and traits you can go ahead and grab as a reward from those different points that you have. But anyways, I hope you learned something from this, or at the very least enjoyed it, and stay tuned for further game guides coming out in the future. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a fabulous day.